Just going through everything and evaluating all the calls, evaluating all the personnel, situational stuff. I mean, sometimes the stats don't really kind of show what you want. Sometimes it may show certain things, but it's still not what you want it to be. But I think we're in a really good place in that room. I love the staff. I love the coaches. Wes has a great grasp on it, and we know what went right and what didn't, and what we got to do to get better. And the number one thing is pass defense. Simple as that. And so we think we've got good players. We think we're going to have more depth than we've had, but we've got to execute a little bit better. And so that'll be a big focus for us. If we're better with pass defense and we're better with our pass offense, we're gonna have another great season.
This will be your 15th spring as head coach. Are you as excited today as you were 15 years ago?
Absolutely, man. It's I was just telling some folks that earlier today. I mean, it's just like, this day never gets old when you get a chance to actually get back out on the field and start over and build a new team. I mean, this is, and it goes so fast. 8-9 months, this thing is over. We've got the results. And last year we were 11-3, and this time last year we were kind of getting ready, getting going. You don't really know what's coming. Well, hey, we won the league. We're 11-3, and had another good year. Some teams maybe have. We've had some better teams along the way, but, man, I can just tell you our program's never been better, and we are really in a good spot. But it's always exciting to get started and to just see if you can put it all together. This is my favorite part is that challenge of building a new team and seeing if you can help this guy get to another point. Like, to me, I had dinner with KJ Henry last night, and, like, seeing KJ – and, where he was this time last year and why he came back and what we were trying to do, and now to see him where he is and just see him maximize his career here academically, athletically, and, just his growth and maturity as a man. That's what I love. I love that transformation. And so every year you start over, and you kind of figure out where guys are and how do we take the next step. And they change. Young people grow. And the reason we've been so successful here for a long time is because these guys have grown up and they buy in, and then it becomes their responsibility to kind of pass that down, the leaders. And so now, okay, those guys are gone. Man, who's those new guys, and them taking that next step from a transformation standpoint, leadership. It's fun. It's fun because it's new dynamics. I mean, you get out on the field today, and it's the first time we've been out there as a team, and it's all of a sudden a guy that didn't really have a voice last year or 2 years ago. Next thing you know, he's got this voice. He's got this confidence. He's got this skill set now. He's got the fundamentals are better. I mean, it's fun, to see that. And but it's a long year ahead, and this is just one of those days that you look forward to every year.
Is it a bummer to have this many guys out? I think y'all were banged up last spring too.
Well, I mean, it's just, yeah, you wish you had everybody, but I think, like I said, I'm pretty confident in Rook. I think he's going to be all right. I think old Peyton Page, I feel really good about Peyton Page. So, it's not a bad thing. Because now we get a chance to see Peter Woods right out of the gate, right? We get to see some of these. Kate Parks, I don't think is going to be there today. His mom he had to get home. She was not doing well. She was sick, so he went home to check on her. But he'll be back. He was at the dinner last night too. So, but Kate Part and Trey and those guys, it's a good opportunity for them. I'm excited to see Greg Williams. I can't wait to see him and Cade. Zaire, kind of how's that? I'm so excited to see Maskell in this role now as being like the guy. It's going to be a lot of fun, and see how they take to it. But yeah, I wish we had Bo out there, but I think the biggest thing is let's get Bo healthy. Let's get that shoulder healthy. I wish I had Adam. That's a bummer, but You know, and it's kind of just nothing major, but just a little, something sticking on his knee that they had to kind of clean up. But you know, he'll be out. So I definitely wish I had him out there, but you know, they're not going to hand out any trophies this spring. But we'll be able to get done what we need to do foundationally as a team with the guys we have.
Speaking of more opportunity, I guess Toriano, Jaden with Sheridan out, just another opportunity for them to kind of build upon last year.
Yeah, with Sheridan out for sure. I mean, you know, and Jaden's going to end up having to have some surgery as well. You know, he's got to have that shoulder fixed. He played, you know, all last part of the season with that brace on, but he wants to get through. He wants to go compete. You know, we could have gone ahead and cleaned him up, but you know, we wanted to wait and let him get at least the first half of spring so he could really get out there and compete, and then we'll probably have to clean his shoulder up, his other shoulder, after spring break, and so he probably won't be available for the spring game. But that way we can get him back and ready to go for really all of our summer training and stuff. But some of these guys that we went ahead and did the surgeries on, you know, like I said, Marcus Tate, you didn't really have a choice. Walker Parks didn't have a choice, but you know, we're very Rook, XT, we're very confident in those guys and who they are. But you know, probably the biggest one that is Adam. I wish we'd had him out there this spring, but he'll be back soon.
Yeah, but with Salato, I think it's about 7 months since he got injured. Are you about where you would like for him to be, or is he?
We did the surgery in September, I guess. So what's that? October, November, December. Yeah, so he's about 6 months. You know, it's you know, not really trying to rush him or anything like that, but he's you just never know. You know, some guys respond really, really well and, you know, are back quicker than others. So he's just not quite where he needs to be, you know, yet. So they're just going to keep progressing him.
15 years for you. How many years for the hat?
This hat?
That hat. And what's the story? Why always that hat?
I don't know. It's a good one. I've got my original hat. I wear it every now and then from '03. It's got just the purple bib, the white hat. I don't know. I don't know. I like routine. What's that?
I just thought you had a closet full of those hats.
No, it's only one. If y'all find it, I'd wear a new one if I could get one. Every now and then I wash it. I just throw it in the shower with me and wet it down and hang it out to dry. But I don't turn it into the laundry. I just put some hot water on it and hang it up. But yeah, if y'all can get me another one, I'll wear a new one. But it's the only one. But just like the fit, it's a nice hat, dry fit. But yeah, I don't know. I like routine, tradition. It's got a lot of wins.
This group's about to head upstairs to the top floor of the Clemson Athletics Branding Institute. What was kind of your vision for it, and how have you seen it benefit the young men in the program so far?
Oh man, it's been great. You know, this has been a multi-purpose project. You know, obviously to be able to have a really good media space, I think that's been needed here for a long time. So glad we're able to get that. And then we built a new NFL locker room. So our players, you know, like KJ's already told me he's going to stay here all summer. So for him to be able to have a locker and to be able to train right here and take advantage of all this, I think that's great for our former players. So when they do come back, they've got a place to change, shower, all that. And then we use that also when we do our photo shoots and things like that, where guys can, you know, dress out and change. And then the biggest thing is the production studios up top. You know, there's a couple different production studios. When you do these photo shoots, these things are massive, and there's a ton of setup that goes into all that stuff. And so to being able to have the lighting, being able to have, you know, a lot of times people roll the white paper out, to be able to have it already built in, it just makes us much more efficient, recruiting ready all the time, if you will, but also for our players to be able to use that stuff, you know, for some things that they may be interested in. CD's office is up there. We've got a board room. We got a podcast room, which is really cool. So it's just a space where, you know, guys can be creative and they can, you know, achieve what they want to achieve. And as we labeled it the Clemson Athletic Branding Institute, I just went, well, all right, we'll call it the CAB. And I just felt like it fit in that, you know, what does a CAB do? It gives you a lift to your destination, but you got to pay the toll, right? You know, you got to put the work in, right? And so it's not a free ride. So that was kind of the story behind it. But it's a great facility. You guys are going to love it. We also, Alex Bean, and we kind of created a little bit more of our applied science space over here where we do, you know, track all their movements and stuff. That's right off the weight room. That's a little bit more convenient, just connected to the weight room there. We've got our NFL scout room as well, where all the NFL scouts, you know, come and study our guys. So it's really a great facility. Super excited to get it opened up, and it's going to make us better.
Coach, appreciate it.
Okay, appreciate it.